Hi, I'm Cheryl. Today I'm going to make the first of many Dragonfly Dreams cards. I just got the stamp set and I've just been having a blast with it. I have, I think, 6 more cards that I've made I need to video. And by the time I video those, I'll probably have a lot more of them. We're going to be using a lot of different ink colors today. We're using Pacific Point, Perfect Plum, Emerald Envy, Delightful Dijon, so Saffron, Pumpkin Pie, and Tip Top Taupe. And we'll need some couple of sponge daubers. You'll probably want to have a pokey tool or that tool that you roll, because we'll be doing some detail cutting here, and both of them are handy things to have when you're taking all the little pieces out. We'll be using the Dragonfly Dreams stamp set, of course. This stamp right here with the detailed wings and the sentiment, enjoy your special day. And then from the, let's see, detailed Dragonfly Thinlits dies. We'll be using this die, the open one, and then the smaller of the 2 detailed dies. Be using that one also. And we'll also be using the Touches of Texture stamp set, which coordinates really nice with the Dragonfly one. You see, it's got the bee, and it's got the little dragonfly too. So it's got little smaller versions of the ones that are in this stamp set. So we'll need that. We'll need our Tombow glue. We're going to be doing a little bit of fussy cutting, so you want a nice little pair of very sharp scissors. We'll be using our snail. We'll be using our dimensionals. Be using some sequins. I got these out of the Fancy Frost sequin pack. I should get those out. And the papers we're using are the Whisper White. We need a piece that's 3.5 by 5 to cut our dragonflies out of. We need a piece of Pacific Point cardstock. We want that 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4 and folded. And 2 pieces of Whisper White, 4 by 5 1/4. So 2 pieces of that. I'm going to show you my mini Misty today too. I talked about that in another one of my videos, and just so you know what's out there. This is an inexpensive tool. It's more of an investment thing. But if you're doing a lot of cards that you want all the same, this is the way to go. I'm telling you. I did my daughter's baby shower cards, and then of course my Christmas cards, and I would have been crazier if I didn't have this to use. So I'll be showing you how to use this today too. And then you're going to need a piece of, this is from one of these mailing envelopes. You want a piece of this, because we'll be using this for our background pattern. So since I have that right here, let's start with that. one of these two pieces. We'll take the two pieces of Whisper White. They're the same size out. We have our delightful Dijon ink. And we're just going to stamp this up. It doesn't have to be perfect or beautiful because it's kind of a, I don't know, kind of a grunge kind of looking card. You can see I was using Pacific Point. Every time I use that, I end up with blue ink all over my hands. I tried to clean that off. I really did, because I wanted my hands to look nice for the video, but it just wasn't happening. So take one of your pieces of the Whisper White, set it down, and just smooth it around like so. If it's not a perfect impression, that's fine. You see how mine turned out? That's great. And then this piece will go on the inside, so we just want a little bit of that across the bottom. You see, and let's find a little part here. There we go. That looks good. We'll put that one up in the corner like so. And we can get rid of this because this is now a inky mess. So now, and we're going to add the little dragonfly from the Touches of Texture stamp set. We're going to add some of that. So I put my delightful, I'm just too good. I put my Dijon away already, but I need it again. So we're just going to ink it, and we'll put him just in a couple random places in the background here. Just anywhere. Let's see. Maybe one more over here. There we go. And we'll put some on the piece that's going to go on the inside. And have him coming down from the top here. And how do I want this? There. Just like that. You can overthink these things sometimes. We'll wipe that off with a wet wipe for now. Put that aside. Now we're also going to sponge on this. So we'll be using the Saffron, the pumpkin pie, and the tip-top taupe. If I can get it open. There we go. Oh, I need some more ink daubers. I didn't get enough out. Let me grab some real quick here. Here we go. I'll put that there, this one, and that with that one. We'll put the delightful Dijon away. I do not need that anymore. So on the front, I want to use some of the tip-top taupe and make kind of a shadow where I'm going to have the larger dragonfly. So that'll be right in here and down this way. So let me turn that around. Dab that off a little bit over on the side here. You'll want scrap paper if you don't have one of these silicone mats. There's just no two ways about it. So we're just lightly right in here. Do some of the tip-top taupe. And just a little bit lightly. A couple other places. Not too much of this. Okay, I think that's enough of the taupe. Let's close that and get that out of here. Wipe that up. And we'll go next to the Saffron. We're using quite a bit of this. I don't think I've ever seen anybody use this method of sponging before. Lots of So Saffron on there. Such a pretty, happy color, isn't it? Okay. I'll just use up the last of it. There we go. Oh, we need to do some on the inside here. Almost forgot about the inside of the card. Where'd that taupe one go? There might be enough left in there to just add a little taupey color in there. There we go. All right. Now we're done with the So Saffron. And this was, what was this? Pumpkin pie. And dab that off. And just fill in all these little white spots. Oh, need some more. We'll dab it off. Get in there. And some here. Now we'll do the inside. Just random. And I think that's enough. You might want to take a little more time, maybe not. I think if you just go for it and put your color down, a lot of times you're better off. Let's get rid of that ink pad. Okay. Now let's do the dragonflies. Where did my paper go? There it is. And I'm going to tell you about the Misty Mate. Misty Mate? Mini Misty. Now, this is how this works. It's got the door on it. It's got a nice grid work on there for lining up sentiments and things. Inside, it has another grid. It's got a foam pad for when you're using the photopolymer stamps and there's no padding on them. And what you do, take your paper. You can put it anywhere, but I just like to tuck it into the corner. That's what works best for me. And you put your stamp down. You want it stamping side down where you want to stamp. I want him right there. Come over, close it down, press, and pick it up, and it's stuck real nice on the lid. Get our paper back snugged in the corner where we want it. And let's see, I wanted to stamp him with Pacific Point. That's the ink I have all over my hands. I always get Pacific Point just all over me every time I use it. I don't know if it doesn't like me or if it just likes me so much that that it wants to hang around forever on my hands. Okay, so I inked up the dragonfly. Just bring it over and press it down. And voila! A beautiful impression. I'm going to wipe that off a little bit. I should dry that since I'm going to ink again. I'm going to stamp again. Alright, now I want to make another one right here. So once again, I bring the lid over, press it down. Oh, Put the paper back in place. I ink it up. This time I'm going to show you what this is really great for. Okay, so you see, I purposely didn't ink all the dragonfly, so I get a bad stamp. Alright, and there we go. And press it down, pick it up, and no dragonfly tail. So what I'm going to do now, I'll re-ink it, and it will be darker where I got a good impression. But that's alright, because then you could just do this one more time and have the whole thing a little bit darker. It's better than having a totally ruined stamp. And of course it's good for the times you want to have a darker stamp. Sometimes you want to stamp twice in exactly the same place. And there we go. Look at that. All fixed. So easy. Let me get this off. We need to also stamp the little dragonfly. And let's see, what did I do with him? Oh, there he is. I'm going to stamp him over here. Now he has the foam on the back. You see? So we don't need the foam pad. I'm going to take that out. We'll bring my pad over. Oh, let me put my magnet down there. And we're going to ink him up with Pacific Point again. Bring him over and stamp him. And there we go. I can put the Pacific Point away before I end up blue from head to toe. Get that over there. Now, we'll take these out. Wipe my fingers, just nothing's going to take that off. I'll be blue for days, I guess. Get that out. Put the Misty away. And we're going to do some, put some color down on these guys. So we've got the Emerald Envy. And we're just going to go in. We want a lot of color on there, especially towards the one side of the wings. And then I let it get just a little bit lighter. And we want to do the tail. We'll do the tail on this one. And get the wings there. And the same thing, we're going to do the same thing for the little guy. Here, we'll get his tail. And on the wings. And we're done with that. This is very simple to do. And we'll get our perfect plum out. And do the top wings and the head of the dragonfly. Now you don't want to mix these together, because this plum and the green, they just don't look good when they're mixed. So just bring it just mostly to the top. Get most of your color there, and just let it shade to a little bit lighter to where they're going to meet. And get the little guy done. Now we're going to fussy cut the little guy out. And these two bigger ones, one will be done with the open die, and the other one will be done with the detailed die. Now I'm not going to make you watch me fussy cut and run these through my stamping machine and poke out the pieces from the more detailed dragonfly die. I already have that done. But I wanted to show you how to do the shading on this. So we don't need that anymore. The one I cut with the solid open one, One I cut with the detailed one, and then the little guy I fussy cut. So now we're ready to start attaching these to the card. We'll take our card base, we'll put our background piece down. Oh, I should open that. Oh. And I offset it this time, just for something a little different. You want to center it, that's fine. I'll never see it. You do what you want. Okay, so I have that attached offset, and I want my Stampin Dimensionals. Oh, let me attach this one first. We use our Tombow glue, and just put a little glue on the center of the dragonfly and down his tail. Oh, there's a little glue there. And we're going to line that up with the solid one. So, just like that. Now we'll use our dimensionals. Just flip that over. And let's see. We just need a couple little pieces. Maybe one piece will be enough. Let's just put one. Peel that off. And I'm going to stick them here. Remember, I made it used the taupe right here. I'm going to put that dragonfly right on top of that, so it looks like his shadow. Now we can lift the wings up a little bit, give him a little dimension, and flip the tail up a little. And the big guy is on. And now we'll put the little one on. And there's really no place to put a dimensional on him, so I'm just going to give him just a little dot of the Tombow glue. I'm going to flip his wings up a little bit. And we'll stick him on, facing the other direction. And curl his tail up a little, get his wings up. There. Now we can put our sequins on. I'll get this open and I'll pick out, it's got some like blues and pinks in here. I'm just going to pick the blues out. Maybe. Let's see what we got there. There's a blue one. And that's a blue one. Need those. This is exciting, isn't it? Watching me pick out blue sequins. Oh, there we go. There's 5. Maybe one more. Get one more blue one. There we go. Alright, now we can close that up. That's not so terribly important right now that I close those, but usually I have my assistants in here helping me. This is my dog and my cat. The dog's not much of a problem. She can't climb up on my craft table. But the cat, well, that's another story. He likes to come over and sit on whatever I'm working on. One of these days I'm going to be glittering something. My cat's going to have a glitter butt. Let's see, put a couple here. And one over here. We're done with the outside of the card. Yay! We work on the inside. I don't think we have much to do on the inside, actually. I didn't use any sequins or anything there. There's the outside. And here's the piece that we prepared for the inside. Now I did have a sentiment. Let's see, what color did I stamp that in? Oh, looks like the taupe. Let me get the taupe in. And find my sentiment. Oh, it's on the Misty Mate. There we Misty. There's that. And then I need a block to put it on. Yeah, I'm going to be brave. I'll use a block. This is a perfect time to use the Misty, actually. Because you can, it's got that nice grid work. You can line it up. Then you can do a test stamp to make sure it's straight. It's wonderful. Wonderful for doing sentiments. Let me wipe that off. Some smoochy stuff there. And make sure I have it straight. Have it right side up. And let's see. That looks pretty good right there. Alright. Now see, I should have used my Misty Mate. I could have used another stamping. But that's okay. Just flip this over. Put some snail on there. We'll snail that up. Oh, I got the magnet here too yet. I don't want to lose that. And now I centered the inside. I didn't offset it like the front. So there we go. And it's all done. Isn't that great? Now, if you want to shop with me, you'll see down below. You can go to my Facebook page or my website. If you like my video, hit like. If you want to see more of them, subscribe so you're sure you don't miss any. All the sizes and dimensions will be listed down below. And you all take care, stay safe, and happy stamping.